doing here? I had no idea you were going to be here. Here I am on time on my TikTok live. I did take off my sweatshirt, so at least we can see visually that it is a different TikTok live. Oh boy. Oh, I crack myself up. Because if you can't crack yourself up, who can you crack up? I am so in the habit of having multiple layers on that I feel really weird not having a layer on. But here we go. I know, Becky, huh? Long time no see. How's it going? What's happened since the last time we hung out, right? So, here we are. Okay, Acharya Tantra. It's okay. It's okay. Get yourself out of stress mode. Everybody, let's help. We're going to calm down. We're going to slow down. We're going to breathe down. Okay? Acharya, I have been told, I don't know, but I've been told. I saw on TikTok that Joe Biden is doing something so TikTok does not go dark this weekend. Okay? Calm down your nervous system about it. It is safe temporarily, maybe long term. Okay? So, yes, if you've got adult ADHD, yeah, you may have trouble organizing. But you know what's making it worse? I just say this with love. What's making it worse is not addressing the nervous system. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. Stress puts out chemicals in your body. And that doesn't make you feel good, and it doesn't give you the best you. So let's do something about that. This is what I call all the downs, right? Slowing down, calming down, breathing down. Okay? Hey, friend, Marina. Calming down, slowing down, breathing down, quieting down. Notice even when I'm saying this, my hands are going from overwhelm, and it's going slowly down, 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 below my heart. When you calm down your nervous system, that is the very first start. It really should be. Pardon me, I'm picking my nose here. It should be the very first start of almost everything you do, is check in with your physical feels and your mental feels. And I say mental, but I really mean your nervous system. And my body coaches as much as my words. So my hand realized that it's not just mental. We tend to think of mental up here. It's more nervous system, your nerves. Not like I'm nervous, your nerves. Take care of your nervous system. It makes a huge difference. So start there. That is always the number one place to start with everything, is check in with yourself. And if yourself doesn't feel good, you can do something about it. You can do something about it. Knowing you can do something about it means you have a choice. You have a choice. And I just realized, so you have a choice. Everybody, this is going to be funny because I'm about to yell down the hallway. This is not Memorex, this is live. Practice calming down your nervous systems. I realized that I told my husband, who's working down the hallway, that I was doing a TikTok live from 2 to 3, which I did. But I goofed. Whoops, I goofed. I was more goofus and less gallant. I showed up early, but I showed up here now. There we go. Marina's saying, try the 5-5-7 breathing. Easy and amazing. Yeah. Unlike the place 579 at the mall that you got your clothes at. Okay. So you guys calm down just for a sec. I just want to make sure that he knows that I'm going to be on here for another hour. Okay. And this is how we yell. We should have like tin cans with a thing. Yeah, see? Hey, boo-boo? Yeah. So I screwed up and I did my TikTok live early, so I'm going to be on from 3 to 4. Okay. But if you need to make noise, that's okay. I mean music, not noise, you know. Okay?
I'll make a little bit, but I'm also going to head out.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
3, 4,
Do you need anything from me?
Nope.
Okay. You want to take this with you? You want to come say hi to everybody? Hey, look.
Hi, everybody.
There's that guy. Oh my God! Look, I don't have my thing on. We look like twins, and we look like sprockets. Okay, so you're gonna be out doing that,
yeah.
Seeing that guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that. And yeah, we totally. I swear we're both, you know what? You're married to somebody for a certain amount of years. Yeah. There we go. We got a sweetie sighting. Yes. Yes. It is true. And it's very funny. When you live with somebody for a while, you start to look alike. Thank God we didn't start looking like our dog, you know? So anyhow, yes, that is Mr. Destination Decluttered. His name, actually, if anybody's interested in following him musically, is Cliff, Cliff, Hillis, Hillis. He's here on TikTok. Follow him there or check out his website. Okay? So anyhow, there we go. Yes, and Barbara, totally the 579 is like, you don't belong here. No, but here, Barbara, all shapes, all sizes. The only people who do not belong here are meanies, blue or otherwise. Okay? Yeah, we look like bandmates, you know? What can I say? We probably look like the cover of Meet the Beatles, right? Thank you, Gina, for thinking it's a great haircut. It's a little bit shorter than I wanted, but it will grow in nicely. It will. So thank you. Very, very cool. All right. And thank you. Yes. And Robin, I'm happy to be here for the second hour. I don't want to jinx myself, but I will say that I'm wicked psyched that I haven't lost my voice yet. Maybe it's, I'm using my diaphragm. So here's a fun thing. Judy likes my haircut too. Thank you so much, you guys. Very nice. I'm sure you all have awesome haircuts. But you guys know how important it is to get somebody who does your hair well. You keep a hold of that person. There we go. Yeah, here's the cool thing, Cat Roby. Hair will grow. Hair will grow. Ice will melt, water will boil, and hair will grow. Yeah, singing with him. Oh, no, he would put me to shame. We do have fun singing along in the house and stuff like that, but I'm just definitely he's more Ricky and I'm more Lucy, okay? He has the talent, but I've just got the vaudeville happening, okay? Well, thank you, Marley Z. Webb. Thank you very much. I maybe put on some earrings. I guess I put on a little bit of makeup, and I got a manicure because I'm going traveling tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Okay, now enough. You're just making me blush, and I'm not here to just receive accolades. I'm here to help y'all out, okay? But thank you for being so sweet, okay? So, what can I share with you? This is a second hour of a Destination Decluttered TikTok Live. I mistakenly, because I didn't look at my own damn schedule, I mistakenly showed up at 2 o'clock. But you know what the cool thing is? I have, this is going to be funny. I have it, and I still have 2 more. So this is a bonus. Here's a fun thing. You guys. This is a thought that is making me feel better about something that I was kind of feeling a little bit bad about. I try very hard not to make myself feel bad about anything, but let me share this with you. Yes, and the hour flew by, says Cat Mama. Yep. So, I did something I was bummed about. When I went to go get my nails done, I was scrolling on my phone a little bit, and I mistakenly deleted one of the TikTok lives that I had that were in my live recordings here on TikTok. I thought it was one of the ones from yesterday afternoon, and I mistakenly thought, again, I was relying on my brain, that I had downloaded it to my folders, my photos folder. I didn't, and so one of the ones from yesterday I think is gone to the ether. I looked for it, it's not there. No big deal. The neat thing is inadvertently today, because I'm doing a double shot here. It's a Thursday double shot here on WAAF, right? Because I'm doing a double shot, this kind of makes up for that. Okay, yes, but wait, there's more. Now, how much would you pay? So funny. I'm making sure my shirt's not on inside out. Anyhow, I love it. Cat Roby. I was using you as a wonderful, positive example during my coaching today. So thank you for that. Okay. Now I love it. Kat says, I used the last hour to make sure I could be here for scheduled Beth Blinders. I know your live was awesome. Yeah. I love it. Cleaning in the pantry and having yummies for lunch. I love it. Okay. All right. Somebody's feel free to join, go out, come back in. I am going to put on a sweater though. I don't like, here, where do we got here? No, can't use that one. Sorry, guys. There we go. I feel better with a layer on me. Oh, it's all pullovers. See, here's the thing I learned about myself. I was wearing a pullover hoodie. I am so a zip hoodie person. I am. I like to control, right? It's all good. In the club, we all fam. So, that being said, hey everybody. I think some of you know me, but you know I'm going to always be polite to the new people and introduce myself. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Beth. I am a decluttering life coach, and my coaching is called Destination Decluttered. I got a website, destinationdecluttered.com. Just remember that stuff, okay, if you want. I am showing up here on TikTok. I have done for the last 2.5 years, 3 years, I don't know. I love it here. I have such a good time. That's why I'm happily showing up this week more than ever, because of the fear that I had that TikTok was going away. Now, nothing lasts forever, okay? Nothing lasts forever. However, what I have been told, yeah, maybe it's a Gen X thing. What I have been told, I'm going to try to stay focused, okay? I have been seen on TikTok that Joe Biden's doing something, or the Biden administration is doing something about making sure that TikTok does not go dark on Sunday. Okay, so we're okay, right? But before that, I didn't know that was going to be the case. So I said, I want to show up at TikTok as much as possible. So here I am for the next 50 minutes or so. And then I have 2 more TikTok lives scheduled for today. Now here's the funny thing. This is what I was going to mention was Gen X with a J and a purple heart. Maybe it's a Gen X thing that we are more zip hoodies than pullovers. You know, I see the kids nowadays with the pullovers, and they look damn cute, but I feel strangled too. And every time I have to push, especially because of earrings and glasses, like even when I was pulling off the other one, it was like my glasses were getting in there. So there we go. Yes, they are coming, as Becky says, they are coming up with a strategy for the 90-day extension or something else. Yeah, so we all know where to get that info. So here's a cool thing. Right now, all 90, 100 of us know that we do not have to worry right now about TikTok going away. Okay? So we can do something else. We can calm down our nervous systems and focus on something we'd rather focus on. And to me, I love hanging out and chatting, but it's almost like when you're at a friend's house, and this happened to me once, so I'll share this personal story with you, this personal story that has to do with decluttering. It's almost like ignoring the elephant in the room, and notice the elephant, we say that, and it sounds big and overwhelming. You're ignoring the elephant in the room if we're chatting, but you are really being bugged about your clutter. This happened to me at a friend's house once because I went up to northern New Jersey to visit her and showed up at her house. She's got a couple of cute little kids at the time. She still has them. And I came in, and she has ADHD. She's a wonderfully creative, awesome, heartfelt, such a sweet, talented, all stuff. But she has ADHD, and her house was kind of a total cluttered mess. And she's like, oh, hey, yeah, oh, no, let's not stay here. Let's go out and have coffee. And I was like, so I just offered to her. I was like, would you like some help with your clutter? It's something I am really good at that I enjoy helping people with. I know it may seem overwhelming to you, but I can help you with it. Would you like some help? And she said, oh my God, really? And she almost started to cry. And I was like, oh my God, of course. Trust me. One thing you guys will learn about me is I never offer something that I don't want to offer. If I don't want to do it, I keep my mouth shut. So when I show up in your life to say, hey, I know we can just chat here, but we're kind of dancing around something that is kind of connecting us, which is a certain word called clutter or declutter. So I offer to you in that same loving, helpful, non-judgmental space, would you like some help with your clutter? We have an hour. We have, 46 minutes anyway, together. So if your answer is yes, how can I help you? What in your brain, in your nervous system, what comes up when I say, how can I help you? And what I offer to you, as I do my clients when we work one-on-one, is whatever comes up, just write it down. Now, I ask you, typically when people write it down on a TikTok live, I'll be honest with you, people write stuff down in the comments. That is writing down. However, much like the words that we speak out of our mouths that then disappear into the ether, the comments here go whoosh, they go bye-bye. What I offer is write down to yourself on a piece of paper. Grab yourself your notebook. Write down your book. Write down where you're stuck with clutter. How can I help you with clutter? Like, write it down and then type it out to me. So you have a copy and I have a copy. Okay? I hope that helps. I hope that helps. So, I'm going to scroll back up. Okay. I am backing up. I'm backing up. All right. So, Akaria is saying, when I learned about my ADHD and my parentalized childhood trauma, yep, it happens. Yep, we all come from someplace. Yeah, my parents came from not a lot of money at all, poor, immigrants, well, one generation in, but still poor. And so they are cluttered. They were cluttered until my dad passed. Now it's just my mother. So many of us carry along the generational trauma, as they like to say. Nothing wrong with that, you know? Let's see. What do we got? I got a good connection on my side. Okay. Here's a good one. Blonde Cheryl is saying, what can we do about recluttering flat surfaces? Ms. Seashell says, yes, flat surfaces are terrible. You know, I will offer this. I think flat surfaces are great when they're clean. And even when they're not clean, they provide a temporary landing spot for things on the way to them going to their forever homes. Here's a fun one, because I'm going to be flying tomorrow. Think of your surface clutter. Think of the items on your surface as being on a layover. They come into your house and they land on the counter, but they really are meant to go into the drawer. So that's a kind of a fun way of thinking about it. Counters and flat surfaces will be temporarily cluttered if you live in a house and you don't live in a store or a museum. Now, I've worked in both, and even in, things will get temporarily cluttered. Surface clutter is supposed to be temporary, but it will happen. I guess I say this in a fun way. I say everything in a fun way. What can I say? Not Fenway, fun way. Is how long have your items on your surfaces been on layover? They are waiting for you to go and fly them to the moon. No, they are waiting there until you pick them up and put them back home. But maybe they've been hanging out there for a long time. Surface clutter in the rooms that you hang out in often will recur. It is not a one and done. It is because we live in our houses. Okay? So it will recur. And Ms. Seashell, what I offer to you is to lovingly to turning down the volume of the judgment and the dramatic words you use for your language really helps you shrink down and put clutter into perspective. It's not terrible. It's actually beneficial to have flat surfaces. Have you ever been in a room that didn't have a place for you to put your stuff down? What a pain in the butt that is. But those surfaces, many of those surfaces are just temporary landing places. Okay? Hope that helps. Whoops, it just bopped. All right, it just bopped ahead. I'm backing up. Because somebody else said stuff. Okay, Lisa Pet Care Expert says, my husband won't let me get rid of our clutter. So, how about you start with your clutter? Just start there. Did you already do that? Are you all set with your stuff? If not, get some more practice on your stuff. Lead by example. Get it so he can't point fingers at you. Be like, yeah, but your stuff's all over the place. No, be like, I'm good. And then the other thing is too, notice how we're almost like an English language class right now. My husband won't let me get rid of our stuff, so I started with you and your stuff. But notice how you didn't say, he won't let you get rid of his stuff. Now, if that was the case, I totally agree. You have no business. None of us have any business decluttering somebody else's stuff without their permission, or better yet, without their involvement. Even better. However, if the stuff is our clutter, it means you have a say in it. Synergy. You have a say. It's yours, mine, and ours. So you have a 50% stake in what happens to the mutual clutter. Just think about that. Recalibrate the power dynamic. Okay? Hope that helps. Okay? Doop-a-doo. There we go. Clutter magnets. Yep. Okay. Good stuff here. Oops. Things bopped up. I'm scrolling back here to get people and to get some good stuff. Yep. So Akara Tantra, notice you have a history. Don't put anything on the dining room table. It would immediately disappear. Notice your fear. We all come from something. Jelly Bee says, by the way, thank you for recommending Severance. I love it. Yeah, it's typically outside of my comfort zone. I don't like the creepy stuff, but it is really fascinating. I really hope it doesn't jump the shark. Any other TV recommendations? I watch while I clean. You know what? I only typically watch TV in this season of the year when it's dark and cold. And speaking of cold, here, hold on. I'm doing it. I like at this time of year having more than one layer on my arms. I don't like cold arms. All right, see if I'd done that. I was going to put it on. Oh, mental note. Here's a funny thing. Notice how when I went to go grab for a hoodie, I inadvertently have more of the pullover hoodies than I want. There we go. I don't really like a pullover hoodie. Look, it messes my hair up. I got to take off my glasses. All that kind of stuff. So therefore, I really need to declutter some of these hoodies because they're not what I want. Okay? And I know I can donate it somewhere, especially this time of year where somebody else is going to be delighted to get a hoodie. I have a list, honestly, and this is a wonderful thing, making a list of TV shows. Somebody Somewhere. Is that it? Somebody Somewhere in the summertime? That's a fun one. Girls Five Eva. Ted Lasso, Acapulco, stuff like that there. There's a few. Okay. Miss Seashell says, okay, back to flat surfaces. I fill the flat surface and stuff doesn't find a home beyond that. Well, of course, the stuff doesn't find a way. The stuff doesn't know the way home. The stuff can't find its way home, silly. You are you're the airplane. Hey, let's everybody play an airplane. Woo! Eat the stuff, right? I love it. SoCal Rando stuff. Nice to meet you. Okay. Notice, you, my lovelies, in order to get the decluttered home you want, you need to be involved with the process. The stuff does not just not magically delicious. It's magically delicious. It doesn't magically transport itself to its home. You need to do that. There we go. Oh yeah, Bad Sisters is a good one too. Handmaid's Tale, too dark for me. Succession, I might watch that. All right, Star Child. Bought drawer organizers, decluttering and organizing the kitchen drawers. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so Akara Tantra, I know it's helping you to kind of vent right here, but notice how it is important for you to process that. It is important. I'm not going to dismiss that. But please notice where you're coming from. And I mean this just as far as healing your own clutter trauma. Okay? Is you have stories about clutter that caused you to not feel so good, and that's a wonderful starting point. That is a wonderful starting point to know that you have a history of bad things associated with clutter. Healing that, however you can, is the way to help you reestablish a better relationship with the items in your home. Okay? Oh, fun. Wendy M. said Somebody Somewhere is correct. Thank you. I always screw that one up. Great show. I went to school with the star. Ooh, how fun. How fun is that? Okay? Yeah. So, decluttering. Here's the great thing. Many people say, I wish I could just pay somebody to do this for me. It's kind of like working out. I wish I could pay somebody else to do it for me. It doesn't work that way. No. You can pay somebody to do many parts of that process, however. But the part you cannot outsource is up here and in here. Okay? You can outsource after you have done your part. Then I highly recommend getting other people involved to make it easier after that point. Okay? But prior to that, it won't work. It won't work. I say this because the decision maker is you, and the decision maker is your head and your heart. You know? And here's Wendy says, I thought it would be nice to have someone do this, but the healing of doing it myself is valuable. Yes. And it's not just healing. Healing implies you're broken or that you need fixing. No, you're getting to know you. You are getting to know all about you. When you deal with your stuff, you learn where you came from, why you do the things you do, and you can decide if you want to still do those things. And when I say do those things, I mean think those things, feel those things, take those actions based on the thing. You cannot outsource that. I mean, the only way I can think of it is if you said to somebody, pull up a dumpster, dump everything out. That is one big decision that will cover all your stuff, but I believe you will come to regret that. Maybe not, though. Depends on your situation. There we go. Now, Kat Roby said, it occurred to me today. I'm doing what I can while I can 4 times a day with Beth. The same can be done with hobbies and fun. Scheduled playtime. Oh, hell to the yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Notice you're making time to hang out with me. This is fun, yeah, but you're hopefully working. Please, people. It is not all work and no play. We are on a road trip. We are getting towards someplace you want to do. We are driving miles. We are doing things. And please schedule fun. Please schedule fun. I scheduled a Manny Penny today. Manny Penny, Miss Money Penny, Miss Money Penny, a Manny Petty today. I don't often do that, but we're traveling tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have travel scheduled. For a week, I've got travel scheduled. But every day I write the book. Every day I write the book, and every day I endeavor to. My plan is to make sure I have something on my daily schedule that is fun to me. Okay? Now, this is interesting because remember just moments ago I was talking about surface clutter and leaving things on surfaces, and it's up to you to do the next step with them. Sometimes you just leave them there, they just sit there. Other times, Nancy Drew, nice to see you. Help me solve this mystery, will you? Nancy Drew says, left out ornaments so long because I was repacking that my puppy shattered a bunch. I did mean to downsize, but you know what? The puppy made the decision for you of which ones you kept and which ones went bye-bye, right? So just remember, thank you, the color of my nails. Sometimes the decluttering decision is made for you. Puppies will do it. Fires will do it. Being told you need to leave your house sooner rather than later, aka TikTok. Okay? And so notice, you don't want somebody else making that decision for you. If anything, as Barbara rightly is insightfully saying, if somebody else organizes me, I can't find anything. She's tidied up and I can't find anything. Am I right? I mean, come on. Thomas Dolby knew what he was talking about. Okay. Kim Jenner, nice to see you. Yay, an awesome sauce. Thank you for telling me my hair looks great. I have some thoughts about it, but I will graciously learn to accept compliments. Okay? So thank you. If somebody else does it for you, they are doing it in a way that works for them. They're not doing it in a way that works for you. They can work alongside you and help you with certain parts, but you are ultimately the fresh maker, like Mentos. You are the decision maker because you know what works better for you and what doesn't work for you at all. Okay? Yeah. Kennedy says, I organize for nanny families and they call and text all the time looking for things. Right, because you're trying to do something good for them. You put it somewhere that it makes sense to you. What I help people do, and this is what I just suggest you do with everybody can do with their own self, is slow down the process. And here's how it goes. What is this thing? Do I want it? If I want it, where does it go that makes sense to me? Where does it go that makes sense to me? Where do I want that thing to live so I can easily know where it is, easily get it to use it, and easily put it away? All of that happens up here and in here for you. I do it for you. I will put it where it makes sense to me. But once you decide that, then you can outsource it. You can tell somebody else where to put it. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Katie. I got my hair done. Check my nails because I'm going off the grid. And I'm going to be outside of my house. I'm a hermit when I'm inside my house. And thank you. I don't know about the hoodie, but we'll see. But thank you very much for the kind things. Okay? So, notice these things that have happened to you in the past. Do what you can to stop them from happening in the future and change what you do because you're an active participant in all of this stuff. Okay? You've got the power. Okay? You can take action. Now, here's a fun thing. Carla Jane, you're back. I'm glad you took a break. I'm still doing okay. This is crazy. I've been on TikTok Live for an hour and a half right now. 2 separate TikTok Lives. Same bat time, same bat station. But I'm feeling pretty good. Tara Lovey says, I feel like I'm only getting small tasks done instead of being able to focus on the big picture. Awesome. Good insight. Sight on the inside, right? Good insight. Let me ask you this, Tara Lovey. Do you have your bigger picture defined? Do you have that bigger picture written down so you can remind yourself of where you're going? What is your destination? Your bigger picture is your destination. Do you have it written down? If not, write it down for yourself. What am I aiming for? Why am I doing all these little dinky tasks? What is stopping me from taking the next step to the bigger tasks? Come up with your own thoughts and ideas. Write them down. I am a decluttering life coach. I help with those things. Okay? I'm here on TikTok for today, for the next half hour. I have 2 more TikTok lives scheduled for today. And you bet your sweet bippy I'm going to look at the schedule. It is comical. But I'm human. These things happen. I didn't look at my own schedule. I showed up an hour early. I also have 2 TikTok lives scheduled for tomorrow. Then I go off the digital grid temporarily. And I will be back. Oh, yes, I will be back. And hopefully we get to show up here on TikTok instead of my YouTube channel. But if TikTok goes bye-bye, we'll just show up somewhere else. We'll show up in the other conference room if the good one's taken. Okay? I hope that helps. All right. Here, I'm backing up a little bit. Yep. All right, Barbara says, I need to clear up my art room quickly today so I can look out for Elder Father and his needs. Okay. Do the best you can with the time you have. Do the best you can with the time you have. That's all you got to say. All right? Yes, and Rachel says, and I'll offer that to you, Akaria, is thank you for reminding me I have the power for change. Okay? Okay, Carla Jane's doing something she has put off for a year and a half. We're going to send her good vibes. We know what this is like. I'm about to go do something I've put off for a year and a half. Closing my mom's bank account she opened when she and my daddy married back in the 50s. Emotional, dreading, it's going to do it. Let me help you with this, Carla. You're not alone. I helped my mother with this for the same thing. It's not going to be as bad as you think. It will temporarily sting, but then it's going to be done. It's going to be temporarily sting, and then it's going to be done. I helped my mom with this last year. She had a bank account that she and my dad had when from 1969. It started at like Bank Boston, National Bank of Boston, then it was Bank Boston, then it was Bay Bank, then it was this, then it was that. It ended up with like freaking Bank of America. It ended up being such a huge conglomerate and so impersonal that I said, we got to shut this down and we're going to another smaller, more meaningful bank. And it was crazy because you would call up automatically and it was like, thank you for being a member for 51 years. I mean, is that sincere? Is that nice? No. But still, it was a little bit tugging on the heartstrings when my mother was like, wow, that's technically the same account that your dad and I opened when we bought that house in 1969. And I was like, yeah, but they're not treating you nice, Ma. They're not. You're not making as much money. They are not doing a good job. So I went with her. So Carla, we are with you when you go to the bank. We are with you when you're going down the bank, okay? You got this, hon. Okay? I love it. Changing gears here a little bit, trying to help everybody a little bit. One-on-one coaching gets you me for an entire hour, but that's my paid stuff. Right now, I'm just showing up doing free awesomeness. Miss Seashell says, I'm aiming to be able to use my basement for more than just storage. Cool. That's your aim. I love it. You have a destination to aim for. Very cool. Sorry, it just zooped. There was something. Helen is asking if I missed other classes. These are not classes. We're just chatting. Can I see recordings from the start? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What you do is you go to Destination Decluttered. Actually, hold on. Yeah, go to destinationdecluttered.com. That's my website. But also Destination Decluttered on YouTube. My TikTok lives for the last 2.5 years, 2 years at least, have been recorded and uploaded to YouTube. There are over 500 of them. So yes, and they are all labeled with the date and the time. The only one that's going to be missing is the one that I distractedly, erroneously deleted when I was at the nail place today. But these things going to happen. Okay? I love this. Grandma Bird says, I set a timer for 30 minutes, played a YouTube video, and nearly finished it. Awesome. SoCal Rando Stuff says, I'm going to try to redo my kids' furniture this week, like move it around a bit. Have fun. Yeah, it's always refreshing and energizing. I used to make forts. I used to rearrange the furniture in my room when I was growing up. I love it. I also got into visual merchandising, and there can be a fresh look. You can inject a fresh look into a thing simply by already using what you have. You know? Carla was named for a lady at the bank. Very cool. You know? Now, okay, Cat Mama says, I can't close my mom's who passed in 2023 because the IRS is holding up the refund for last year. You want to be done? It will be done soon enough. Okay? Yeah. Damn it, Donna says, my husband is a bank. We lived through 8 mergers. He's banked with a family-owned bank now. Okay? Banker. Sorry, typo. Yes, I get it. Nikki is saying, oh, Nikki, hey, nice to see you. I'm still paying my mom's phone 2 years after she passed so I don't lose her phone number. Yeah, notice we can be attached to the most random things. My family, I don't know if this is in your state, but in Massachusetts, my family is hanging on to multiple low number license plates because it means something to them. When I moved out of Massachusetts, I had a strange attachment to the license plate that I had on my car before I moved. It was the one that I had gotten ever since I got my first car. We are humans. We can get attached to the strangest things. Don't judge yourself about it, but notice where it is costing you something. You know? Kim Jenner's the same way. I can't close my mom's either because we haven't gotten her 2020 tax return yet. So infuriating. All right. So these things are temporary. Notice you're not alone in this. Oh my God, I thought I was the only one who couldn't close a bank account because we're still waiting on the IRS. Okay? There we go. Okay? And here's a fun one. Damn it, Donna got a new license plate, the Blue Angels tag. Yeah, now, seriously, I have lived since Massachusetts and that one license plate that I had since 1996? Something like that. I had it from like 96. No, 86. Thank you. I was like, wait a minute. I had it for like 14 years. Then I moved out to Delaware, and then I moved to Pennsylvania. So I can't even tell you what our license plates are now. I love the fact that I have broken the chain of attachment to a license plate. That's just me, you know? So notice these things, that we get attached to things. We cling on to things that are important to us. Phone numbers, license plates, sentimental objects. Just notice it, you know? Well, this is cool. SoCal Rando Stuff said, I found your YouTube. Awesome. I'll probably be watching it as I declutter this weekend as background. Perfect. That's why I put them there. Thank you. Thank you. Kat Roby is also telling Nikki, I've been there. You'll know when it's time. Be kind to yourself. Yes. We still have, my parents still have the same, my mother lives in the house they moved into in 69. It still has the same landline. I know I will feel a moment of mourning if she moves or when she dies and that goes bye-bye, but it will be okay. It will be okay. Practicing non-attachment. Practicing non-attachment. Nothing lasts. Everything ends. And I say that in a good way. It's both the good stuff and the bad stuff. I know I'm being kind of Buddhist here, I guess. But seriously, hold on loosely. As Molly Hatchet or 38 Special said, right? Hold on loosely. If you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control. It's the same thing. You know? You try to cling to somebody too tightly, they're going to move away. You're suffocating them. No, you got to give yourself a chance to breathe. And trust that if you love them, they'll come back to you. If I am not Gen X, I don't know what I'm doing. I am literally going from, Molly Hatchet or 38 Special to like frickin' Jonathan Livingston Seagull. All within 2 seconds. Welcome to my brain. Welcome to my brain. 38 Special, thank you. Okay, I was close. Yes, and don't let go. But you got to hold on loosely. Don't hang on to your stuff like that. Hang on loosely. And if it breaks, oh well. You know? Hey, Grandma Bird is sitting in the car pickup line listening. I love it. I love it. Good stuff. See, this is good. People are giving each other ideas of things to do. So good. So good. Okay? Cat Mama says, I wrote to my senator and he responded next day and assigned a caseworker to get the IRS stuff done. Okay? Yeah. Now here's a fun thing. Barbara says, Dad had 30 plus license plates when they moved to assisted living. Yeah, the license plates meant something to a certain generation. There is a story behind each one of those license plates in my family. It makes my family feel good to be associated with those stories. You know? There we go. Carla says, that's so funny. My daddy used to call me CJ, so I have personalized car tags. I am CJ and I am CJ too. Yeah. And Barbara says, lots of avid classic car owners in the Motor City. Detroit, Motor City, is that it? I love it. Okay. Tara Lovey, I feel so overwhelmed with the list of things that need decluttered that it's hard to start. This is what you do then. You make a smaller list. You keep your big list as your master list. And then you take 3 things. 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. Keep your master list, but don't use that as your daily list. Pick 3 items off of that list. Chunk it down. Notice when you're feeling overwhelmed, calm it down. And part of one of the downs is chunk it down. So don't get rid of your master list. You have already told yourself, if I get these things done, that's going to help me. But sometimes your list can be long. It can be. Anybody looked at how many things you've bookmarked on TikTok lately? Those can be overwhelming. I have 233, if not more, things that are bookmarked for travel destinations. If I try to look at them all, I get overwhelmed, but I go a little bit at a time. Okay? So notice, if you are feeling overwhelmed, calm it down and chunk it down. Just think of the word down. Yeah, Linda Moser here says, my email is with AOL for the last 16 years, too much info to change. I changed my mom's with that one too. She had it since literally 1995. But there was so much spam in there. There was such little good stuff that I just started her a new Gmail and we just turned off the other one. It felt weird. The transitionings from the old to the new can feel awkward. But once you're there in the new, that pain will pass. But you can choose to hang on to this stuff. There we go. You can do this, okay? There we go. I use my old phone number as a password, so it's still around. My parents' phone number still has elements of that in it for me. Here we go. Yep, license plates for for passwords and stuff. Farm Girl says, went on a blind date back in the 80s, and he said we were going to go see Molly Hatchet. And I said, who is he? Right, she rather. That's funny. I love it. Power Dreamer is decluttering work files and emails on the computer. Are you taking numbers and putting them into a little box and getting your waffle party? I love it. Yep, all sorts of cool things you can do with your stuff. All right? Okay. What's daunting? What did I miss? What's daunting? Don't be daunted. I am backing up. I must have missed something. Don't be daunted. Daunted is an unhelpful feeling, isn't it? Doesn't feel good when you're daunted. It means, ooh, like I could probably look up the definition. It means, ooh, I'm afraid to do something, so I don't even start. Don't be daunted. Get started. Get this party started. So, here we go. Here we go. Good stuff. Okay, I've caught up now. Thank you. Kay Louise is asking, I had to get off Pinterest. I made me feel like I had all those jobs to do. Yes. Notice when the things you start to feel, the things you collect start to feel like too much. Even when you collect them online, it can feel overwhelming. Do not dismiss when you get past your feeling of feeling good, your just right feeling. Notice when you start to feel overwhelmed. It's like you're in over your head. You can do something about it. Okay? Wendy is saying, my list was overwhelming. I made a list for each room. If a room was overwhelming, I used surfaces. Yes, notice how you chunked down that list by room. Makes it more manageable and doable. Rachel says, daily goal, bedroom on repeat. Never touch it. Full of anxiety about piles of chaos. Yeah, okay. You got to calm down your nervous system. Everybody, I know I repeat. I know I sound like a broken record, broken record, broken record, broken record. It's only because it's true. When you feel better, you will do better. So the best thing to do is to quiet down your nervous system, is to calm down your nervous system. And a lot of times, this is turning down the volume on the unhelpful stories you're telling yourself. I can't do it. I do this all the time. This is overwhelming. I'm daunted. I mean, notice that so you can build off of it, but just don't buy into it and do something else. Okay? Penny Luck Myers used to be a creative memories consultant. You've got lots of stuff to distribute. Awesome. Yeah, Leslie, isn't this crazy? Catching the last few minutes with you all. Yay! Yeah, I get 12 minutes. My, how the time flies. My, how the time flies. In 12 minutes, I will have been on TikTok Live for 2 solid hours. All I changed was my sweatshirt, and I took a sip of water, which I should do again, because I'm noticing where my physical body is not feeling good, so I'm going to do something. Now I feel better. Now I'll do better. Okay? I love it. Sue is taking another 10-minute decluttering paper break from work. Planned ahead and getting bit by bit done. I love it. I love it. So good. Okay. Every little bit helps. Just chip away. Slowly and steadily. Thank you. Okay? Damn it, Donna says double up on some zinc. I appreciate it. I think I'm good. I think it's just... But I might do that. Okay, yes. And doing something is better than doing nothing. And doing something that's going to lead to a result you want is even better. That's why I highly encourage you that after you calm down your nervous system and you practice calming down your nervous system and you feel good, then you say to yourself, what's my destination? What is my destination? People call it goals. I like to say destination because it gets me in the travel mindset, in the road trip mindset. Because a destination is somewhere you're excited to go to. I'm not a sporty person, so goals to me are like, yeah, whatever, goal, as opposed to goal, right? When you define your destination, when you say, why am I doing this? Because I want to get there. And what is there? What is it? Then that gives meaning to your actions. Who wants to do a meaningless action? Even in Severance, they're like, why are we even here? What are we doing? I do not understand the meaning of what I'm doing. They want context. You want your life to be filled with meaning. Why am I doing this? Oh, I am doing this because this is the result I want. Notice that. And that may help you start. That's why I call my coaching Destination Decluttered. Also, just like a road trip, chunking it down. Every little bit helps. Nothing is too small to put on your list of decluttering I did today. I am the one in charge of what goes on the list and what doesn't. And I say every little bit helps. If your backseat driver says that doesn't count, you flip the bird at them and you write it down. It does count. Everything counts in small and large amounts. All right, my Depeche Mode fans? Now, Star Child says, it's difficult to start, but I'm seeing progress quickly. Notice, even changing this is kind of a fun thing. I love it. See you later, Ellen. We'll see you. I got 2 more TikTok lives today and 2 tomorrow. Star Child saying, it is difficult to start, but you're starting. So how about this? Change the tense of your verb. It used to be difficult to start, but now I can start and I'm seeing progress. Now it is easier to start than it used to be. It is not as hard to start as it was before. You can put the unwanted habit in the past tense. You can distance yourself simply by choosing different words. Notice how much better it feels. It's like, yeah, I used to do that, but now I do this. I used to be cluttered, now I'm not. I used to have a hard time getting this party started, and now I get this party started quickly. Okay? You can do this. You can do this. I would not show up telling you could do something if I didn't think you could do it. And my premise is, my God, look at me. I'm in my late 50s. I've got short brown hair. I wear glasses. I'm left-handed. I am not your typical whatever. But if I'm just a regular schmo. I figured this out. And you don't even have to figure it out. You can just listen to me and write down what I say and change your life. Okay? That's why I show up. That's why I've showed up for the past 2.5 years here on TikTok doing almost daily lives. That's why I record those lives and put them on YouTube. That's why I'm showing up extra this week for fear that TikTok is going away, because I wanted to make sure I pulled everything out of me and shared it with you. I don't leave me empty. My toolkit is copy and pasteable. So I still have it and you do too. Okay? So I'm here to help you. The help is there if you want it. If you want it, you are the one to do something with it. Okay? I hope that helps. Greatly appreciate all the wisdom and encouragement. You're welcome. Star Child says, a decluttered, organized drawer gives a sense of calm. Yeah, notice how we chunk things down. You look in one drawer, you open it up, I know where everything is in this drawer. I can easily get the spoons. That's where the scissors are. There's my chopsticks. That's my wine opener. You can expand that to other areas of your home. Okay? Yeah. You can expand that. So start small, chunk it down, and then try it in another place, and another, and another, and another. And they had 2 friends, and they told 2 friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. It's scalable. It's scalable. And each time you declutter a drawer, and then another chunk, another drawer, and another drawer, suddenly, boom, your bureau is decluttered. And then you go to your kitchen, and it's another drawer. Feel good about that. 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 There you go. It's the same thing happily. It's the same thing over and over again. And at a certain point, kind of like learning the hustle, you'll be like, oh, I get this. I know these dance steps. I learned that dance in 1976, people. It still sticks with me. Okay? It still sticks with me. The things you practice and the things you enjoy stick with you for the rest of your life, but you have to practice them. Okay? Now, Kat Roby, I got to share. I have no idea what your thing says. It says cartoon person in bed says vacancy. There we go. Leslie's doing it. Okay? There we go. All right. Gen X is offering to Grandma Bird. Make sure you're signed up for my emails. Yep. So everybody, I'm going to be on here for 4 minutes, and then I may go lay in bed and scroll on TikTok. Okay? I have a website called destinationdecluttered.com. On that website, you can choose to join my mailing list if you want to. There are a few reasons to sign up for the mailing list. One is that we stay connected if and possibly when TikTok goes dark. Luckily, it seems like the immediate crisis is off, but not necessarily the long term. So if you want to know where I'm going to show up if TikTok goes bye-bye, sign up for the mailing list on my website. You also can download a free habit tracker. There are invitations to 4 different decluttering parties in February. You can see the TikTok live schedule. And when I am back from my trip, you guys will be the first ones to be able to schedule one-on-one consultations if you want me to be your one-on-one paid life coach, decluttering life coach. You know, exactly what I'm doing here, but just for you as opposed to over 100 people at the same time. Okay? So yeah, destinationdecluttered.com. Yes, Ms. Seashell, there was the hustle and there was the bus stop. 2 different ones. Okay? So, the hustle. This is so funny. When everybody says I'm hustling, everybody's hustling. I'm like, well, there's also that new fun song, but I'm like, so fun. I love myself a line dance. I will tell you. I love line dancing. SoCal Rando Stuff says, that's exciting. Coaching sounds like an exciting thing. I truly love it. I do. You guys have met some of my one-on-one clients here because they dig it too. Carla, Christine, Erin, all the little people in Stonehenge. If you think it's exciting, go to my website. I have a page of testimonials of what people have thought of my coaching. I really enjoy it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. I would pick something else to do. I love what I do right now. I truly enjoy it. And I want you to as well, because I love reminding you of the power you have. I don't empower you. It's not like I have power and give it to you. I help you dust off the power that's existed in you all along, to remind you of the awesomeness inside you, and you can do things that you are currently temporarily afraid to do. You know? Now, the neat thing is, right now, one of ours is going to do something that she's put off for a while. Carla said she's going to go do it. She's going down to the bank, and she's going to close her mom's bank account. She's put it off. She's dreaded it, but she's going to do it. The neat thing is we're all sending her good vibes. She knows that. And when she comes back and when she's on another one of my TikTok lives, I don't know if she's going to be or not, but she will have done something she was afraid to do. If Carla can do it, you can too. If I can do it, you can too. Okay? Now, Oceanana, nice to stuff. It was wonderful. Beth is very helpful. Yes, Oceanana and I coached together. Very cool. So you guys, I seriously am going to sign off right when it hits 4 o'clock because I need to move around. I'm starting to get a cramp in my back. But I will be back today. I'll be back. I have 2 more TikTok lives scheduled. Those of you who are on the mailing list, check the schedule so we all show up at the same time. I'm totally checking the schedule. And I have 2 more tomorrow. And then I am radio silence for like a week. Okay? Show up for yourself like you show up for me. Schedule some time. How about this? How about during the next TikTok live, pick something you want to declutter while you're hanging out with us, okay? Maybe, or you just want to hang out. Maybe you're exhausted. You just want to scroll. Do something that's good for you, but make sure what you're choosing is leading to the direction you want, which is feeling better than you do now. Feeling good. And if you're not feeling so good right now, do something to help you feel better. Okay? You guys, I hit 4 o'clock. I can now take a break. This was wicked fun, and I'm proud of myself for showing up for as long as I did when I said I was going to. Now, I'm going to take a break in this road trip called Destination Decluttered on TikTok, but I will see you in a few hours. Okay? And actually, it's so funny. That's yesterday. Yes, I will see you in a few hours, okay?